Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for checking in. Episode 35 today, and I want to talk about loaded carries. All right. So exactly what it sounds like. We're carrying some type of external load. A few different ways out there to do it. I'm going to show you a couple common ones, but as far as a loaded carry and why we're doing it, it's just a great overall, it's a general strength / core exercise. So carrying a heavy load, whether it's even on both sides or uneven or alternator or whatever it is, it's going to challenge and really tax the postural muscles of the core. You know, these muscles connecting our hips, to our thorax and our spine up here. So if we can get this chain of muscles firing strong in a sequence together, it's really going to translate to just overall general strength, especially those big power lifts that we like to do, the deadlifts, the squats, the cleans. All these things it's going to help kind of not only prepare your central nervous system for it, but those challenging muscles that tax the core and the postural. It's also good too, we find that a lot of people might have imbalances, especially when it comes to those kind of postural muscles on the side. When something's tight, maybe a chain of muscles is not firing. So actually, providing an uneven load and just challenging one side, now you have to actually correct yourself to be a little bit more in line and move in that better plane in real life. So great for corrective exercises as well as building general strength. A few different kinds out there. I'm going to show you 3 today. Really just general runs. We have what we call a farmer's carry, which is just even on each side. We have a suitcase carry, which is just loaded on one side. And then we're going to do an alternating one. All right, so this first one, the farmer carry, you can pick up really anything. I'm choosing 2 kettlebells here. All right, and when I would load with this, I want to be tall. I like to set my shoulders back and kind of just make my rib cage really big. What I really want to do too is not arch at my lower back. I almost want to tuck that in, make sure my core is tight, but I'm breathing, all right? And I want to make sure I'm kind of filling this entire canister with air through my stomach and my chest, right? Big diaphragm breath and then back in. So while I'm keeping this in line, and I'm not looking to really sprint with this, I'm just trying to be steady, keep my body even, and carry a load. All right, the heavier the load you're doing, obviously the way more challenging this gets. All right, but just trying to be even and go through. On the same side, same time if I want to bring in the suitcase carry, now it wants to pull me down to one side. I'm going to be up and even, right, and still focusing on an even shoulder plane, carrying through, and I'll switch. And you can see I have to make sure that not only my posture's in line, but my shoulders and everything else stays in line. You can really feel that challenge, the one aspect of your core. So obviously if you're doing a suitcase or a farmer's carry, you can really load that up pretty heavily. A lot of times that's what you're really aiming for those. There's other different types of carrying, and sometimes if you're going to go a little bit lighter, maybe work on different ranges of motion, you might want to think about almost making it a march instead of just a walk. So this would be an alternating one, all right? Challenging a nice diagonal vertical plane. And now instead of actually just walking, I'm going to march with this weight, all right? Make it a little bit more challenging on myself because I decrease the load. So I'm going to bring the intensity up somewhere else. And then I just might alternate sides. I'm using a much lighter dumbbell for my overhead raise than I am for my carry on the loaded side. All right? But again, balance in core strength and just postural alignment. So there's 3 options for carries. Definitely talk to one of our personal trainers here at the Beverly Athletic Club. Figure out how we can best incorporate these into your program, and we'll see you next week.